Good afternoon, Chestermere. Today is Sunday, April 19th. Spring is on its way. And while this is usually a good thing, this year will bring new challenges for us in the midst of a global pandemic. I know that for most, overcoming the many challenges of the pandemic have been hard. Today I'll address some questions about being outdoors in the coming days as the weather warms and ways we can enjoy the outdoors safely until restrictions are lifted. The federal government, the province, and our own Chestermere Emergency Management Agency have implemented health measures to prevent the spread of this virus, flatten the curve, keep our healthcare system functioning, and keep us safe. And while some of the measures have not been as harsh as in some other countries, they have been nonetheless challenging. While supporting, following, and enforcing the provincial measures, CHEMA also has the authority to implement aggressive sanitation, hygiene, and gathering measures here in our community while under a state of local emergency. While we recognize that families may be starting to feel cabin fever, it is important to note that Alberta Health Services has indicated that we have not yet hit the peak of this pandemic in Alberta. Before restrictions are lifted by health authorities, we need to see a decrease and flattening of the number of daily COVID positive cases. We need to see a decrease and flattening of the number of hospitalizations and admissions to the ICU. And we need to see a decrease and flattening on community transmissions. At the same time, we also need to see an increase in the number of recoveries. Here in Chestermere, we are holding our own and doing very well. However, elsewhere in the region, not so much. So we have more work to do in the region. As I mentioned, warm weather is just around the corner, and I wanted to clarify what that means in the light of current regulations. The province's mandated restrictions on gathering is that no more than 15 people can gather together, and those people can be no less than 2 meters apart. That said, CHEMA is strongly urging people to minimize any sort of gathering in Chestermere. And so far, this measure is working well for us. While we do not recommend gatherings beyond one's own family, if you are out for a walk and stop to talk to 1 or 2 people, just keep your distance and do what is sensible to keep you and your community safe. For example, you can go for a walk with a friend if you practice physical distancing, and you can stop to say hello to people while you're on your walk, provided that you're at least, at a minimum, 2 meters apart. While we do have community peace officers and RCMP patrolling to ensure one's safety, as in other communities, it's important to note that to date, not one single ticket has been issued. Our efforts in Chestermere are working. And to all those in the community practicing these important and potential life-saving practices, I say thank you. These measures are for everyone. They are province-wide and not just for Chestermere. Know that our emergency management team are in daily contact with our provincial counterparts in Alberta Health Services and the province's Emergency Management Agency, and they are working long and tiring hours out of the command center to keep us safe. As a community, we need to stick together to support our frontline health workers, our emergency management team, those sick, and families impacted by the disease. Please, now is the time to come together. We recognize that this is not our ideal spring, but together we are stopping the spread of COVID-19 and saving lives. We realize that this is causing frustration, but it's not the time to give up. We will get through this, but we need your help. All of us together in Chestermere, we can do this. Thank you.